Can't say I've been waiting on this. I can't say that. Can't say I've been waiting on this because I already knew somebody was going to do it. It was inevitable. Wasn't waiting on it because I just knew it was coming. Then Tahaka Bay did it. Thanks, Tahaka. And I'm extra glad about who was sitting next to him when he did it. Y'all do me a favor and don't get on the comment board telling me about how you feel about Polight. Like, did he or didn't he? I don't want to talk about it. I'm not interested. And I don't want to talk about rape or nothing. I'll show you what Tahaka did a bit later. But first, let me show you what I do want to talk about.
I don't know what it is with the church. When you have a wreck, you expect for God to forgive you and everybody else. Don't let the preacher have a wreck now. Then you become self-righteous and you become judgmental. And you're going to leave the preacher for his wreck when you done have more wrecks. That preacher's still anointed to do what he was called to do. He just had a wreck. And if you from that church that you know I'm talking about, you trying to join here, I don't want you to join here. You need to go and join where you're supposed to be. I don't want you here. That is my friend. That is my brother in the Lord. And if you came from there, you get on back over there where you're supposed to be and do what you're supposed to be doing.
That was back when Eddie Long got caught being a man lover. And his congregations were trying to flee to another church, but you heard Creflo Dollar tell them to take their asses right back on over there, back where they belong at. And this is what I see going on with the Polight thing. A bunch of people trying to flee. Running, hiding, ducking, and covering. And remember Eddie's victims spoke out?
For the first time, one of the men filing suit against Bishop Eddie Long is speaking out.
We're talking about Jamal Paris telling a story of what he calls a love-hate relationship with a man he considered a father.
He had plenty to say about Bishop Eddie Long.
If you look at us in our eyes and you hear the pain in our voice, we don't have a reason to lie to this man. I loved him and I'm always going to have love for the things that he taught me. But how he left us, it hurt worse than anything I ever felt in my life.
In the end, Paris says when the bishop loses interest in sex and sets his sights on other young men, the boys are left behind.
This man turned his back on us when he had no more need for us. That's not a father. That's a predator.
But he just left us. Or in other words, Eddie found him some alternative and much younger male booty, and now they mad. And why y'all mad now? This is what people's reaction to this Polight thing reminds me of. Y'all ain't really mad at the things that you should be mad at. Pastor Tony Smith has some things to say about that Eddie Long situation.
How do you justify this? Listen to the book.
This is a truth saying.
Listen.
If a man desires the office of a bishop, he desires the good work.
Good thing to be.
That's right.
I can't get mad at a man who want to be a bishop. That's a good thing. But what the book say?
A bishop then must be blameless.
What you gonna do with that, Jake the Snake? What every man that hold his child, what are you gonna do with it? What do you tell yourself? Oh, Jesus, Holy Ghost, talk to me right now. It's talking through a man.
That's right.
Talking through a man. How do these preachers get these positions? They're not even clean.
That's right.
What has happened to people that we have allowed anybody with any kind of conversation, any kind of good, smooth talk to come in and seduce us in the church when we got Bible?
That's right.
How can just any old body be black power, pro-black, conscious, black first, black only, and all these other things that y'all think y'all are? Just any old body can be one of you. We'll look at one of the things that makes that possible. But first, take y'all's asses back to where you belong, like Creflo said. Running, hiding, ducking, and covering. I'm hearing people pretending as if the conscious community got a physical location. Like I left the conscious community. Like it got an address, phone number, human resources department, public relations director, and all that. When, really, it's in your head. It's in your head. That mindset. You can't leave that by just saying, I left. Or, oh, there's no such thing as the conscious community. Oh, I'm not part of the conscious community. Oh, I was never part of the conscious community. Just so people don't start looking at you as the problem. Foxes guarding the hen houses. That's what this looks like when you got these black power people holding people's feet to the fire. Like the police department's Department of Internal Affairs. We all know that don't turn out right when they investigate their own.
That man. Can somebody tell me what kind of a world we live in where a man dressed up as a bat gets all of my press? This town needs an enema.
Exactly what's going on here with this Polight situation. Joker, with the nerve, making fun of Batman's costume even though he got on a clown outfit. All of you folks calling each other frauds when all of y'all been in on it. Joker said Batman is stealing his press. Just like y'all on here arguing and trying to outdo each other on this Polight thing. Trying to remind people that you exposed Polight first. Then Joker said this town needs an enema. The Joker gonna clean up the town. Just like y'all saying y'all gonna hold people accountable. Joker's gonna clean up the community. How that's looking right now. I'm gonna play this clip, and it's from 5 years ago. And I downloaded it 5 years ago. The video is titled, it's on Sinetta's channel. The video is titled, Sinetta's Revenge on Nazi and the Moors. Enough is enough. I guess Sinetta was in a bit of trouble with some folk. And Reggie is the dude you'll hear Sinetta on the phone with. And when Sinetta gets up from that chair, I want you to wait for him to come back.
We let everybody leech off of us. Everybody sucks our blood. They benefit from our success. It doesn't matter if they're the Hebrews. It don't matter if they're the Christians. Don't matter if they're the Muslims. And now it's the Moors, right? They are nothing without our people. They see our people as people who they can suck the blood of. And then after they do that, Sinetta, what they do is they claim our successes as their successes. This debate is going to be a research debate. This is a different type of debate, right? This ain't no hollering and screaming. This ain't no theatrics. This is raw data, statistics, right? This is not people's opinions. Don't worry about Brother Reggie's showmanship. You better worry about Brother Reggie's scholarship. It is two different things that's going on. At the same time, I have to concern myself with Brother Sharif Bey, who is a good opponent. I have to worry about his scholarship. But the fact of the matter is, he really doesn't have any scholarship. The only scholarship that he has to bring to the table is the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Can you hear me, Sinetta? I hear you. That's far more than these Moors want to do. The other Moor I appreciate is Brother Roy Bey. Only because Brother Roy Bey, he differs in what we believe, Sinetta. Can you still hear me?
I'm here, brother.
Roy Bey differs. He is a good student of Moorish science. However, Roy Bey would
switch to Black Power people mode. Took off his baseball cap and put on the beret and the Black Empowerment Code. And you want to know why he did that? Guess why he did that? It's because he know y'all some suckers. That Black Power talk. That's how any old body can be one of y'all. That's why you got people right now saying, but Polight gives good information though. Why did I tell y'all was the reason that Umar never got to open up a school ever? Well, it's because he gives y'all that good information. Nature Boy, those people that left him, ain't they all still just as weird as they was when they was with him? They still teach the same things that was coming out of their mouths when they was with him. So they might as well had stayed. So when y'all say that you left the conscious community, shut up. Pretending that you're not one of them, shut up. Well, I never claimed to be pro-black. Shut up. Because you believe in and you still say the things that you say that you're not part of. You still do it. But Jahakabe, sitting there with Solar Mind.
Well, yeah, well, the King Maker, all this has to happen. What you're seeing right now, all this has to happen.
He is live, but the numbers are dwindling. That's why I thought he went out. The numbers is dwindling. I mean, the numbers is dwindling. I thought, listen, when I looked at it a few minutes ago, let me show you, because I'll be following this stuff, right? When I looked at it a minute ago, before I went live, I checked it out, family. There's no doubt about it. And it was 2,000 people in the chat. You know what I mean? It was 2,000 people. Almost 2,400 people in the chat. You see what happened? They're waiting on us. They're waiting on us. Hold up. He says, nobody is winning. Oh, yeah, we're winning. We're winning. We're going to tear this down, and we're going to create a space. We're going to create a space where we are able to return to, we're going to create a space where we can return to getting the knowledge again.
We'll start another conscious community so we can get back to the information. That's what he said. That's where a lot of y'all's heads at. He know y'all some suckers who just want to be given the information. Y'all only produce more of yourselves. That's why there ain't been this separation from the United States. That's why there ain't been no economic prowess that y'all think y'all want for black people. That's why there ain't been no nothing y'all say that y'all want for black people. It's because y'all only produce more of yourselves.